Hey guys, happy Thursday to everybody. So on my video yesterday, my follow me around video and also my review of the PMD, if you haven't seen that, I'll link it below for you guys. But I got a lot of compliments on the eye makeup that I was wearing, so that's why you're seeing half of my face done right now. I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys how I achieved that look yesterday because apparently it was a popular one. So I have not put mascara on my eyes yet, just so that you could see on this side what the shadow really looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and come in a little bit closer. So you can see it's probably a lot more smoky than what most people would do for every day, but I think that you could easily tone it down by not using quite as much of the darker shadow. I used a little bit more because I tend to like a smoky eye. Even on a Thursday when I'm getting ready to do my taxes. But anyway, there it is again. I'm also going to tell you what I have on the rest of my face, but I will do that at the very end after I finish everything up. So I did use the LORAC Mint Edition palette to achieve this look. However, if you have similar colors, you can just use those colors and just basically go by the technique. I really love this palette. I will try to link it down below if it's still for sale on the sale website at Sephora. As you guys know, or as you may not know, LORAC is being discontinued at Sephora. I believe that it will still be sold at Ulta and then at Kohl's and of course on the LORAC Cosmetics website. But Sephora is clearing these things out. So again, I will try to link it down below if it's still for sale. It was out of stock and then it came back in stock. I shared that on my Instagram. Hopefully some of you were able to pick this up because it also comes with a really great lip gloss. So enough about that. This is what the palette looks like, and I will show you what colors I am going to use. Alright, to start out with, I'm essentially just going to use this matte cream color right here. Sorry, this is awkward. Right here. And I'm just using a fluffy brush. This is just one from Sonia Kashuk. And I'm going to put that all over my eye area. So I'm using this to essentially just create a base to help the shadows blend a little bit better. The corner of my eye is watering a little bit here, so that is, I don't know that that's really going to help with the eyeshadow I'm about to apply all over that area. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a combination of this shimmery cream shadow over here and then the highlighter that comes in the kit, and I'm going to apply that all over my lid, so from my lashes to my crease. So just kind of mixing the two together, and then hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. Probably better if I get out of the way. And sorry about my hair. I decided to blow dry it a little bit today, and I didn't bother like brushing it while I was blow drying it, so it looks like a little bit of a mess. Okay. So really kind of work that in. By the way, I did put on a primer, Too Faced Shadow Insurance and Lemon Drop. Always use a primer. They are really inexpensive and you can even find them at the drugstore now, so there's no excuse. They really help with the wear of your shadows and help the colors look a lot more pigmented and just last longer. Okay, so now I'm going to take, and I wish that I had names of these colors for you, but this did not even come with like a little overlay. So I'm essentially going to take a combination of this color right here and this color right here, and this is on the shimmer side of the palette. As you can see, these are mattes, these are shimmers. So I'm just taking a blending brush. This is a E25 from Sigma. I don't recommend the Sigma brushes, but unfortunately, I have a bunch because I bought a bunch. Don't waste your money. Okay, so got a little bit of that on there, and then I'm essentially going to just tap that and try to work that into the brush and get rid of some of the excess. Okay, now I'm just going to take this into the crease, depositing the majority of the color there. And at the very outer corner, you want to go ahead and take it down to the actual lash line. So you'll go over that shimmery white color that you put down, or shimmery cream color. So once you have the majority of the product sort of placed, then you can really start blending it. And that's really the key to any kind of smoky eye, is taking the time to blend. Takes a lot longer, but it's totally worth it in the end. It really helps with the overall look. And this is, in fact, a totally boring part because you're just going to kind of work on it until you are happy with the way that it looks. So you'll notice that you do have a little bit of like the darker shadow sort of trying to work its way over. So just go back with your lighter color and place that back down. Except you're not going to go all the way to the outer edge because you want that darkness to remain there in the corner. Sorry, wrong one. Where's my blending brush? There it is. I have a huge mess in front of me right now. Okay, now this still kind of looks a little bit harsh, so now I'm just going to basically take a medium angled shading brush. This is an E70 again from Sigma, and now I'm going to go in with this kind of really light milk chocolate, maybe more cafe au lait matte brown shade right here, and I'm going to get a little bit of that onto my brush and then go around the outer edge of that darker shade. And I'm essentially trying to soften just the outer portion of that so that it doesn't look quite as harsh. And the angle brush is really great for that because you're going to leave it at the angle, and that really helps to blend things out. Now, if you blended too much, you can simply go back in with what you have left and deposit a little bit more color again. Now I'm going to take a pencil brush. This is just one from Sonia Kashuk from a special edition palette, not an edition pet. Special edition brush set. I'm going to go in with this dark shade here. Taxes are going to go really well today, I can already tell. And I'm going to line my lower lash line with that. So start out in the corner and connect. And then really work that into your lash line. You're going to have some fallout, so you'll just brush that away. As I always recommend, if you use liquid foundation, it might be better for you to do your foundation last, because I do think that powder shadows tend to stick to the foundation, liquid foundation, more than it does to powder foundation, which is what I use. I'm just using the brush that I originally used to put down the cream color all over my lids to blend out a little bit of that shadow on the lower lash line. A little bit more of that milk chocolate color to really blend that look. Okay. So I think I'm pretty happy with that. Am I? I think I'm happy. The key is making it look even, which is kind of hard if you're doing it like the two separate eyes. Does that make sense? I'm not making any sense today. It's okay. You guys know what I mean. Okay. All right, so at this point, I'm going to put on my liner. And surprise, surprise, I'm using my usual Sephora Jumbo Liner in Dark Taupe Shimmer. I love this thing. My eye's watering. Oh, that's going to mess up the shadow. That's okay. I'll just deal with it. Okay, so this is hard to do. One, this is really short, but basically I'm just lining my upper lash line. I dropped off Stella at the babysitter today so I could get my taxes done. And the babysitter just texted me and let me know that Stella is asking for coffee. And Stella is 23 months old. I don't feed her coffee, but she sees me drinking it every morning. That's so funny. I always worry about what she's going to say to people when she hangs out with them because she is way too sassy for her own good. Not that you guys are here to listen to me talk about my kid, but I think she's adorable. Okay, so I'm trying to stay really close to the lash line, especially on the inner corner, which is hard to do when you haven't sharpened your pencil. And it's a jumbo pencil to start with. But I think I can do it. Okay, so I've got that liner down. Now I'm just taking a nice big fluffy brush. This is from Real Techniques. It's just a powder brush. And I'm going to brush away that excess. Okay, and then touch up my blush a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put my mascara on. I'll come back, show you guys the finished look, and then of course tell you what I have on the rest of my face. So I'll be right back. Hey guys, so here's the finished look. As you can see, it's definitely probably a little bit too much for every day, but I'm going to call this my everyday wearable LORAC Smokey Eye. It would be really easy for you to tone down the look of this shadow by not using quite as much of this darker shade that I used here in the crease. And also maybe on your lower lash line, instead of using that darker shade, if you use more of the milk chocolate shade, you're going to get a much more natural look. So it's definitely easy to tone this down. I really like the way that LORAC shadows apply. I just think that they are incredibly pigmented. They are easy to work with. They are blendable, just super pigmented. LORAC is probably one of my favorite eyeshadow brands out there. I obviously love this particular kit. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I have on the rest of my face so I can actually start with this because I did in fact use the blush. I don't know the name of this blush. I don't have it in my collection. I have quite a few LORAC blushes. I think this one may have just been exclusive to this particular set, but it's just a beautiful shimmery pinky peach. It reminds me very much of NARS Orgasm. Very similar. And you guys saw the shadows that I used from this. For my highlighter today, and I just used the highlighter on the bridge of my nose and then on my Cupid's bow, I used the Essence Metal Glam highlighting powder in Gold Digger. And this, if you can find this at your local drugstore, you have to pick this up. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love this highlighter. Like, I love it. For my contour today, I did use my NYX blush in Taupe. As you can see, this sucker hit pan a long time ago. I go through these things like crazy because this is the only contour powder that I use that works just so well for me. And I always contour my cheeks and I contour the sides of my nose because my nose is a little bit wider and it just kind of helps to thin it out a little bit. Okay, for my brows, I've been getting lots of questions about my brows. I always use the same combination every single day, the Anastasia Perfect Brow Pencil in Blonde, and it's one of the ones that you have to sharpen. Wow, I really stuck that on there. So you do have to sharpen that one, and then I always go over it with MAC Omega, which is just an awesome shadow in its own right, but it works great with my brows. So anyway, I just apply both of those. And I always use the Smashbox number 12 brow brush. I really recommend picking this guy up if you have problem brows like I do, i.e. your brows basically don't exist. Because this is, it's a little bit of a thicker brush. I don't know if you can see that. But the bristles are just nice and stiff. It's just a dream to work with, so I really do recommend this. And I've had this brush probably, oh my gosh, it's probably been about 10 years. I've had this brush forever, and I love it. What have I not told you about? You guys know what I used on my eyes. You know my blush, you know my contour. Let's talk about the base. Sarah McNamara Miracle Skin Transformer in Light. I love this. I talk about it all the time. It is the best BB type cream that I have ever used. I always use this as a base. It does have SPF 20 in it, which is important to me. Protecting your face from the sun as well as the rest of your body is very important. But this is great for me during the summer because it not only keeps my oily skin very matte, but it also gives me the SPF. It looks great in photos. There's just nothing bad that I can say about this. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. For my foundation today, so I recently placed an order for my beloved Laura Geller Balance in Brighten. I get the Fair, so that is what I have used on my face. You guys saw that I used the Too Faced Shadow Insurance in Lemon Drop. So I have not been bringing my makeup down onto my neck, which is what I normally do. It sort of helps everything look a lot more blended. So you'll notice that I kind of stop here. Makes my face look a little bit different from the rest of my body because there's no transition there with the neck. But I've been breaking out so badly on my neck that I've been avoiding using anything on my neck. So I would really suggest if you are using any kind of foundation that you bring it down onto your neck so that it sort of blends into the rest of your skin. I'm not going anywhere today, so I don't really care. Oh, my lips. I've been getting tons of questions about what I've been wearing in recent videos, and it's usually this combination. So it's the Too Faced Lip Injection Color Balm in Bee Sting. This came with the A Few of My Favorite Things palette that I got over the holidays. Most people that reviewed that palette hated this. I love it. It plumps my lips, burns a little bit, but I don't mind that sensation. The color is just a perfect like nudie pink. And then over top, my friend Eileen from Nelia476 had sent me this little sample size of the Buxom, is it a lip cream? What is this? I think it's a lip cream. It's White Russian. Everybody knows what this is. But I love it. I'm so glad she sent it to me because I've always looked at it at Sephora and been like, oh, I don't want to spend $19 on that. Dudes, like I'm spending $19 as soon as I run out of this little sample because it's beautiful. And look, I mean, it's like the perfect nudie pink lip color. Like just perfect. And pretty long wearing, I might add. The combination of these two, I usually get a couple hours of wear. 2, 3, 4. 4 might be pushing it. But if I can get at least 3 hours of wear out of my lip color, I'm calling that a good deal. So anyway, love these two together, and that is what I've been wearing in the vast majority of my previous videos. So if you're going to ask on any of those, that is what it is. I should just put it in the information box. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Mascara. You can tell I'm totally out of it today, can't you? I did use the Bare Minerals Lash Domination Volumizing Mascara in the little sample that I got in Intense Black from Sephora. Now that's really it. If you guys have any questions, definitely leave me a comment down below. Thumbs up if you like the tutorials, and I'll try to keep them coming. Have a great Thursday, everybody. Bye.